Just a short video here talking about an experiment that I'm going to run. The Imperial Clipper is a beautiful ship. I mean, who wouldn't argue that this is not luxury? Look at that cockpit. Look at that dash and HUD right there. Who can beat that swirly goodness of Imperial beauty, right?
Scan detected.
I mean, who can argue that that's not one of the prettiest ships and most graceful ships in the game? It's long since been one of my favorites. Long since. But it's been a ship without a niche. It's been a ship in my fleet that I've loved from day one. Love flying, love the look, love its abilities. But it has some disabilities that cause it to not get used very often. And that is, it's not great as a trader because although it's fast and maneuverable, it requires a large landing pad. Being the victim of an early mission where I thought it took a medium and got caught with a load of cargo trying to land and couldn't because it took a large pad and didn't have another ship to transfer it to, I long since remember that. In my opinion, this ship should only take a medium. But that would put it right up there with the Python and trading and some of the others. But it requires a large. The other disadvantage is the configuration of the hard points being so wide apart. So, and it's not a very strong ship for mainline combat. So today I'm trying to find a niche for it. I'm trying to find something that I want to use, this fun ship that I love to play. And I think I might have found a pretty good spot for it. Thargoid scout hunting. Alright, so let me come back in. So we're at the nav beacon right now. We have scanned it, but we'll probably scan it here again. Let me just show you sort of the setup I've got going. And this is just an experimentation right now. But right now we have a prismatic shield generator, 7A. So one of the biggest shields I can get on there, one of the toughest shields. I've got a shield booster in place. I've got 2 long-range engineered beam lasers at about level 3 engineering. I've got the standard extended frameshift drive. I've got a shield cell bank that I've put on to regen the prismatics. I'm trying this for the first time right now. I did have 2 shield boosters, so I've traded 1 shield booster for a shield cell bank. I've got 2 AX multi-cannons ready to go. Okay, and that's about it. I've got an advanced docking computer, I've got power distributors, a heat sink launcher in case, and a Xeno scanner so I can tell what strength that the targets are at. And it seems to be, now previous to this video of changing it out, that changing out that shield booster for the shield cell bank, or actually putting on the shield cell bank and trading the super cruise actually is what I did. The ship was holding its own. And what you're going to find is I'm going to use an unusual pip configuration. It's what I'm finding that's helping me on it. So let's go hunt some Thargoid scouts, see how she does. And if she doesn't do well, we'll change her again. Granted, admittedly, she will not hold up to a Crate Mark II's toughness in hunting, but what she lacks in toughness, she makes up for in maneuverability, and you'll see why here in a minute. Let's see if we can find us a threat 4. Alright, so we're going to look through here. Hopefully we can find us a threat 4. We do not want to go into a threat 5 right now with this ship. Let's see, do we see? I don't see, and luck would have it, I don't see any threat 4s going on. There's a weapons fire, but I don't see a non. There we go. Alright, it's a pretty good ways away. See if we got time. We got 13 minutes, so we probably can get there. Alright, so let's make our way that way and see if we can get there. Now, as you remember, I just recently, like 5 minutes ago, traded in my Super Cruise Assist. So I'm going to do this manually. So, alright, so let's see what we got here. We got the shield cell bank, we got the discovery scanner, decontamination and repair limpets. and sometimes it does this, sometimes it just won't switch to the weapons, but it makes me nervous, so I want to make sure that I've got weapons set. Weapons are set on A. Alright, so sometimes it just puts you a blank up there as a bug, so maybe I'm going to trust the bug. Alright, so let's get us underway. We're in the Electra system right now, private group. In case you're wondering, I want a snipe or something, I'm in private group, so you're not going to reach me. Alright. So like I said, admittedly not as tough as a crate or a python, but what we're going to find is I'm going to put no pips to the engine, but all to weapons, all 4 to weapons, 2 to systems, and this bird will still keep up pretty dadgum well with the Thargoid scouts and not let them outmaneuver too much, even with no pips to engines. It cruises right around the 350 range. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully this is not one of those where 8 drop in or 6 drop in and then I have to run. Let's see what happens. Ride the 6 in. Plenty of time on the clock, so we're good. Should be able to drop here in a second. Here we go. Let's see what we find. Boy, hard points. Alright, yep. And we have Thargoid. Let's see if I can get my pips done. There we go. Nope, there. Alright, let's get our pips done. Currents are firing. One down. Yeah, alright, there it is. See, my shields are already going down. Took me too long to get the pip set. It's alright, we expect the shields to go down.
Shields offline.
Two down.
Target destroyed.
You can see how this baby maneuvers with 0 pips. Unless they get really close like this one, they're not going to get past me too much.
Target destroyed. Under attack.
Mainly using the beams for when they're close. Sort of like pulses. Or when the turrets are reloading. Alright.
Target destroyed.
Switch over. I don't know if we got decontam or not. We're going to go ahead and pop one. Now this is one where I hit heavy because I was working with the pips. Usually I stay in the 90 range. So this one was one of the heavier hitting ones. And so, but still, we're prepared for that. We've got repair limpets. Now we can move these. It's all over the system. See if we can speed up that a little bit while the limpets are doing their job.
Shields online.
Shields online.
Decontamination limpet successful.
Alright, decontam successful. I don't think we got any, but just in case.
Limpet drill.
Fire repair limpet. Prismatics working on coming back up. We'll give it a little bit of help. Watch for heat. Prepare it ready on the heat sink. Alright, so we have a repair limpet engaged. We have a prismatic coming back up. Again, that one hit just a little bit heavy. Took me a minute to get the pips like I wanted them. Usually I don't hit this low on the hull, but we're prepared for that. So we'll let the repair limpet do its job while the shields are coming back. Don't want to deploy them, I just want to check them. It's critical to bring decontam limpets and repair limpets if you're going to do this thing. Alright, so the repair limpet's finishing up, the prismatics are coming back up to a good range. I consider anything above 90% good on the whole of this exercise. Repair limpet's disengaged. Alright, we're going to go back to cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Let's see if we can't get our pips like we want. We want all weapons when we go in, down, and then, oh, there. That's what I want. 4 weapons, 2 assists, no engines, believe it or not. Alright, we're going to come over. See if we can find us another one. A little bit sparse just a minute ago. Alright, there's one, but it's 3,000 out. Let's see how much time we got. 3 minutes probably won't make it, but we'll give it a shot. While we're there, we'll see if we got anything closer while we're headed that way. May have to go get the nav beacon again, or the FSS scanner. Yeah, they're mostly gone. Alright. If we don't make this one, we'll go grab the nav beacon real fast, rescan everything. No. It's looking doubtful that we'll make it. We've got 2 minutes, 16 seconds. We'll see. Get there in time. Maybe with a bit of luck. Ride to 6. got our hard point set to the right fire group before we go in. Gonna be close. 23 seconds. Come on, get me there. There we go. Made it. All right. In. Deploy the hard points immediately. There we go.
Short range attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
Alright, we planned on that. You know that happens. Weakness is the shield.
Target destroyed. Under attack.
Done. Alright. I believe we got any caustic. Let's go ahead and flip a repair out. Alright. All pips to systems. Oh no. Wait a minute. 82%. It's not bad. This build, we know we're going to lose some hull. We know we're going to lose prismatics. There's 7 A's, but once they go down, they'll take a while. It's alright. See, we went to 84%. As long as I'm in the... I started at about 94. So, it's alright. Alright, so shields are up. We're still repairing. Shield cell bank. The repair limpet just a minute more to finish repairing, and then we'll be back on the road. Clearly the crate is more tough and can withstand, but clearly the clipper is more maneuverable and can keep up with them better. Even at 0 pips to engine, I'm able to fairly well keep up with the Thargoid and make sure it doesn't get past me most of the time, unless it's real close in on the ship.
Deploy input successful.
Alright, let's get our fire group ready.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So yeah, I don't think it's... I think there's still some more I can do in tinkering with this build. For example, I believe I can engineer the multi-cannons a little more. They are unengineered at this point. Just haven't taken the time to do it. Let's see, I'm just looking for 4s. Since there's no 4s, we'll go to the nav beacon. Set our pips while we're going to the nav beacon and let the capacitors charge.
Some 5s have scouts. Look at the navigation panel.
Yes, agreed. 5 have scouts. I understand that. I typically stay away from them because I don't want to have interference with the interceptor that comes in. To your point though, you can jump out before they come in, but I tend to hang with the 4s if they're available. Now why did my targeting shift to that? I think that's a bug. I've been seeing that a while lately. But yeah, appreciate the input. But yeah, and if we can't find a 4 still, we'll do that. But
Frameshift drive charging.
there's no way I want to go up against anything to do with an interceptor and a clipper.
2, 1, engage.
Alright, let's see what we got. But I like your idea. If we can't find a 4, we could drop into a 5 and then jump before the interceptor comes in. So let's just try that. We'll try it. If it doesn't, we'll jump back out.
Flowers don't usually attack if you leave them alone, but 5s. Are also a good source of mats. Sneak and grab them and sneako.
Gotcha. We'll drop in, take a look around, see what we got. corvette. No scouts so far. We may have to jump back out. There's nerve agents. Let's look over here towards this way. Scientific samples. Alright, yeah, so I'm not seeing any scouts at this point. Go back over here. I'm not really picking up the mats at this point in time.
Hope Odyssey lets us board those ships.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Go into those ships? Yeah, that would be cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well,
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
I'd be happy just to be on the bridge when a fleet carrier jumps. I would like to go on those ships, but if they just give me the bridge when a fleet carrier jumps, that'd make me so much happier. All right, there's a 4 at 1-1. See if there's anything closer.
What weapons you got on that clipper?
Yeah, give me just a second. I'll show you here. Right now I have, let me get underway here. I have 2, get this good lined up. I got 7 minutes. Okay, so I'll show you through. I did earlier, but probably before you got here. So all I've got a prismatic 7A. I've got 2 long-range beam lasers that I'm trying out that are engineered at about level 2 or 3. I think about level 3. The standard longer jump frameshift drive engineering, and I've got 2 AX multi-cannons, 3 turrets that are not engineered at this point. I just haven't taken the time to go out and engineer them. So basically 2 beam lasers that are long range. I just use them sort of like pulse lasers or basically when the AXs are reloading, or when the scout is really close, and I'll unload on them to do some damage. Otherwise I'll sort of just use them like pulse lasers to keep the thermal low. I did have thermal vent on, but I'm trying these long range to see if they help. So that's basically what I'm running. Alright, so let's see if we can get to this other site, see how we do. Just tinkering with it, trying to find a use. I love the clipper, I'm sorry. Love the clipper, just trying to find a niche for it. And I really like the way it handles here. Admittedly, not as tough as the crate that my other ship for Thargoid scout hunting, but I don't know, it's just funner. It's more maneuverable, it's more like flying in a fighter, and it can keep up with the Thargoids scouts a little better, I think. I know my shields are going to go down at some point. So I've got repair limpets, decontam limpets to deal with that, and as long as I'm in the 90s range of hull, I think I'm alright. Unless I fly into one of these that's got 6, 7, or 8 in them instead of 4 like you get every now and then. But for a normal threat 4, I should be just fine. Alright, well, here I am talking.
Long-range beams thermal vent are always useful.
Yeah, I'm with you. Alright, so again, an unusual pip setting that I like on this one. Virtually nothing to the engines because the ship is relatively maneuverable itself. 2 to the shields to try to hold them as much as possible. I know they're going to go down, but it's full weapons. For the most part, I can keep up with these guys with 0 pips to the engines. Oh, I forgot to hit my multi-cannon. Yeah. cannons are reloading, that's when I'm going to let the beams do a little. Or when it gets real close, like that right there.
Target destroyed.
I also have a shield cell bank on here, but I don't typically switch over to it till after the combat's done. And I have a shield booster as well, obviously on my utils.
Target destroyed.
Oh, hello there.
Shields offline.
Right on time.
Target destroyed. Under attack. Target destroyed.
There we go. Alright, how we doing? Reset our pips. Actually, we'll move a little over the systems. Yeah, so shields are, even though they're prismatics, I do expect them to go down during the conflict. I thought about putting the Biowees on, but I think I'd rather hold to the prismatics to get them to hold longer before they go down, even though it takes forever to get them back up. Basically, with one repair limpet and a few moments pause, we'll get back now to 100%. See how we're doing over here. 69%. Okay, we're moving a little bit, the needle a little bit on the dangerous scale.
Successful.
Alright, so 100%. Alright, we're ready to, let's make sure, yep, we're good. No. I like to make sure I've got those set before I go.
Shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, let's see what we can find. Oh, look at there. How we get there for our prismatics get back up. Yeah, unusual pip configuration. For me anyway. I usually don't take everything out of engines. This ship seems to be able to hold okay with no pips to engines.
Shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
Yep, clippers are pretty quick without pips. Scouts come to you.
Yeah, true. They do come to you, and then so you don't really have to have the pips, and it does pretty well. Like I say, without pips to engine. Yeah, agreed. I hadn't tried it with no pips to engine until today. I was working with usually one or two, maybe one pip to engine, but today, all right.
Shields offline.
You tried fixed?
Target destroyed.
That's fun. Haven tried in clipper, you've.
Yeah, I need to get to fixed. I haven't got to fixed yet, but
Given me ideas.
yeah, I like the ideas. Yeah. Yeah, because like I say, I'm still just tinkering, but yeah, I need to move over to fixed. I've traditionally used gimbaled or turreted right now, since I'm used to the Thargoids, the scouts being able to get by me. So I put turrets on so it could help protect me. But with this ship, I may can go and not have the turret. There we go.
Destroyed.
Alright, so reset the pips. Yep, I moved past it. Well, that wasn't what I did. Okay. Sealed cell banks out of ammo. Okay, that's fine. Get it back and then retract. Okay.
Shields online.
Yeah, so as long as we don't mind the little bit of pause between each one for the repair limpet to take fine, we're okay. Probably one other thing I can do, I don't know exactly, still early in the tinkering. I don't guess it shows you here, but I need to look at the armor plating and see which armor plating I've got. I think I've still got just the standard armor plating on it. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I did not know if the clipper would do this at all or not, how well it would do. But overall, I'm okay with it, I think. Get some more improvements on it, I think we'll be alright. 69 on...
Input successful.
Alright, 100%. Alright, the only thing is the shields. We'll let them get charging while we're moving.
Charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So Russ, do I know you, or did you just drop by? I see it on YouTube. Drop by, or how did you come across my little broadcast here for fun? If you don't mind my asking. I do appreciate the tips too, by the way. I like where you're going with it. We'll try some fixed soon.
Just wandering around YouTube.
All right, got you. Well, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you dropping in. I just do these sort of. I got started doing these as a little bit of video logs for the squadron, and then every now and then I'll go out. Most of the time it's with squadron ops, but sometimes I'll just go out and tinker and make little ones, little videos that I never expect to really go anywhere, but sometimes every now and then, like one I did on Super Cruise, a lot of people found useful.
I love it and like to see what people are doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's interesting sometimes, right? And so, yeah, I try to move around in Elite Dangerous. I come out here, I'm working on my Elite for combat, but I get tired of doing this thing, so I'll do some Thargoid scout hunting, and then I'll go do some other stuff, and then I'll come back and just sort of ping around rather than try to do it all at once and burn myself out. So it's been a while since I've been out here, but each time I come out, I take this bird out and sort of tinker with it a little bit and see if I can tune it. I need to do some more engineering on it. I just haven't taken the time.
Sometimes it's funny, screwed up fire group sec.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha. Oh, that's a show. Got sidetracked by a Type 7. Oh, lock it, there we go. Got sidetracked by that Type 7.
Target destroyed.
You haven't done flowers yet?
I've done a couple with a buddy, a guy in a squadron. I haven't not done them solo. But yeah, I've taken and basically just taken the crate so that if I lost the ship, it wouldn't be a terrible rebuy. Yeah, more of as a wing thing. I haven't soloed them by any means. Don't consider myself that good.
Target destroyed.
They are fun though. I really like the Thargoid combat zones. I hate they took those away. Because you could really do a lot of scout killing in those pretty quickly.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so 91, we do have caustic damage we gotta get.
Solo's fun, lost 5 crite before I got my first.
Gotcha.
Damage.
Gotta get this decontam going. 5 crates. I've lost a couple. One was I was just sitting in the caustic field. It was so big that I'm used to being the scout size. And I was in I was doing the decontam limit, but apparently I was sitting in the caustic circular sphere and didn't realize it. And it wasn't working. And so I lost my crate. I'm like, what the heck? What's going on here? Alright, let's do a repair real quick. Well, we're 91, yeah. I'm going to save the repair. We're 91. I think we're alright. Shouldn't have moved over here yet. Yeah, 70% dangerous. Okay, good.
Frameshift drive charged.
Myself, I seems like to me, I don't know.
Yeah, I lost 2 that way and 3 to the flowers.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm not the only one that doesn't realize he's in the caustic zone sometimes. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Because the guys in my wing were going like, what are you doing? They, what are you doing just sitting there? And I'm like, I can't tell I'm in this thing. So yeah, I got you. So yeah, my main reason for scout hunting right now is just to rank up, and seems like that, from my experience, seems like it ranks me up faster than flower hunting. I could be wrong, but it just seems like it does. So. Alright, we're at 8, no way. There's a 3 close by, so get a 2. Alright, so if I can get off the glare. This clipper in a blue system has quite a bit of blue.
Went in too early to get the heart.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, there's a specific tactical sequence that you have to follow with that, and I don't have it all down, but the guy that I was flying with, Commander J, has soloed many times, so he would guide us through, like, okay, now's the time to do this.
You in faction?
As faction as in squadron, or faction as in player faction? So yes, I am in a squadron, the Freelancers Squadron, and then we also have a player faction that we run called the Freelancing Legionnaires. Sorry. And the freelancers are sort of spread out. Some we're primarily
player faction.
Player faction, yes. We do the Freelancing Legionnaires. Alright, let's get our pips set. A lot of materials here. A lot of materials here. I don't see any scouts at this point. Debris field. Wow, look at the materials. Maybe if I lock on to one of them or something. Shield emitters. No.
BGS?
Yes. Yeah. I personally don't do it a lot, but some of the guys in our squadron do. Alright, we're going to go to the next one.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, I got time for... Ooh, that all went unidentified. I could do the FSS, or I could go back to the nav beacon. Actually, it's about time for... We'll do... No, maybe that's what I did. Degraded emissions instead of non-human. But I thought I was doing. Sometimes I lock on a little different. Let's go do this one, and then I probably got time for it. And I'm probably going to need to drop off for real life stuff. Yeah, actually, I believe if I keep improving the clipper, I believe I'll take it out instead of the crate a lot, because it's just fun. It's just, I can't describe it. It just feels like a overgrown fighter. Doesn't have all the advantages of the crate, but it feels light and airy and maneuverable and just fun. That's all I can describe it.
I'm looking round for a project, kinda bored with it.
Yeah, BG is... we have a little BGS team that works on it. But for me, I've sort of told them, you know, feel free to do it, enjoy it. I'll be there if we need important stuff. But otherwise, I'm going to play the game sort of my way. And my job is really complex sometimes, so I don't need a lot of complexity. And so I tend to stay with the simplicity of the game. Thargoid scout hunting, for example, or freighter missions, or mining, just stuff that's more relaxing and doesn't require quite so much strategy. So that's sort of how we look at it. What platform are you on? PS4, PC, Xbox? There we go.
Was halfway to formatting Rift and came back to help AXI.
Ah, AXI, okay, yeah. AXI is good.
With a dozen cars.
Oh yeah, for their initiative? Gotcha.
MPS4.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, the AXI's been doing that like their own community goal, right? I've read about that. I'm actually over on their Discord server. I just sort of lurk though. But yeah, they've been doing that. I guess if you participate, you get a decal, I think, if I remember right. Alright, multi-cannons are out of ammo. That does mean my timing is good on this is the last one. See if I can get this guy with just the beams, which I should be able to do. He just wants to get up close and friendly.
Neutralized.
Alright, that's very good. And while that's doing that, we'll get ready to go to home base.
Decontamination limpet successful.
Alright, so we're decontamined, we're good. Let's go back to the carrier.
Started doing scouts in vet, but with 9000 shield it got boring.
I thought about bringing my vet over and I'll go like, yeah, just to see how it handles. I can't imagine it would take any damage at all off of these little Thargoid scouts. But maneuverable as it is, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it probably wouldn't be very much of a challenge. And honestly, that's where the crate that I had with these Thargoids was too. It just wasn't a challenge for the most part. So that's why I started tinkering with this guy, because I wanted to be a little more challenging, plus a little bit more like a fighter exchange. And I got to remember, I traded in my Super Cruise Assist too, which I typically use unless I'm in a specialized ship. Maybe I won't do a loop of shame on my own carrier. That'd be bad.
Go fixed, smile.
Yeah, I've really been looking hard for something that I want to do with this clipper because I really like this ship. So this is my carrier. It's just one jump off of Electra. Oddly enough, from where I was, Electra was just over 500 light years range, so I think it's just as good just to jump over and hit the nav beacon and then go on out without having to come out of Calaveri or locally from the carrier to the nav beacon. So just about as good. It's heading behind this big rock right
here. Go
Gauss.
Good practice for flowers.
Gauss? Okay. Yeah, I've thought about putting a Gauss on. Yeah, I've just at this point sort of tinkered with the medium class ship. Probably should. If I do get back to the flower hunting, I definitely will. But or you're not saying Gauss for scouts, are you? I don't know if I'd ever hit them.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for. Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. You have been cleared for approach.
There's my money sponge.
Your docking computer is in control.
Destiny. Call out to Stargate Destiny, or Stargate Universe, not necessarily Destiny the game.
Landing gear deployed.
Gauss cannons. Guardian weapons.
Yes, I think I copy you there. Think I've got them stored somewhere. But you're talking about against the flowers, right? You're not talking about using them against the scouts, because I don't know if I'd ever hit a scout or not. I could hit a. Actually, I'm not sure. I might have Gauss cannons. Let me look while I'm here, real quick. I might have them loaded on my flower hunting crate. Let me look. I believe I do, actually. I'll look real quick. Home Sweet Fleet Carrier. Alright, so let's see. Phantom. Alright, that is the butterfly. That's my scout hunter. That battle axe is my flower hunter. Let's just see what I've got on it. I can't. It's been a while since I've been in it, actually, to be perfectly honest. I believe I have Gauss cannons on it, but I could be wrong.
Yellow against scouts. Good practice for fixed weapons flow.
Okay, I'll try it. I don't know if I could ever hit a scout with a thing or not. I can barely hit the flower when I did it, but but I'll certainly give it a try. Let's see. Module, let's see. Yeah, so this guy has the Gauss cannons. I primarily use him to go out and fight he's a flower fighter. So yeah, I have used him, just not against scouts, but I'll definitely give that some thought. That's a good idea. If I could ever hit them. Let me switch back before. There we are. Alright, buddy, thanks for dropping by. I am going to have to drop off for some real life stuff. Appreciate the input and the tips. Certainly look at that. I will give the Gauss cannons against the scouts a try. I can't say if I could hit the broadside of a barn with them or not, but we'll definitely do that. But like so
Clipper would be good. Has tight weapon mounts.
Okay, yeah, I'll certainly give it a try. See what happens. So
have a good one.
You too, bud. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope to see you again sometimes. And I'll definitely try the Gauss cannons. It'll probably be embarrassing, but I'll definitely try them. All right, we'll talk to you later. 07.